Hi everybody, another little video. Hope you enjoy this one. Getting a bit of paint, proper paint on the inside of the car and the underneath of the car. Sorry I didn't video the spraying, but it's so awkward, to be honest, trying to paint the inside of the car. I didn't want the faff of having to mess with the camera at the same time. So yeah, sorry about that. But hope you enjoy the video. Hope you like the colour, the aubergine. I think that's like an old Porsche colour, but I quite like it. It looks quite sort of traditional, bit old school, the colour. But yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next one. Hi everybody, back in the workshop. It's a weekend. Managed to get some time to come down here and think about how I'm going to move things forward. I mean, I have moved forward since the last video. I'll show you around in a sec, but the positive news is I've got some paint on the car. Not on the good bit, but on the inside, in the cabin area, and on the underneath. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to think of a sequence of events I've got to go through to get this done, and I don't want to bugger it up. And what I mean by sequence of events is things have to happen in a particular order due to the limitations of the space I've got and all the other things I do here. So I'll take you off the tripod, we'll have a quick look at where we are right now, and then I'll talk to you about what's going to happen next. So let's just pop you off here. Sequence of events wise, as I mentioned earlier, was painting the cabin, painting as much of the underside I can attack with a spray gun while it's upside down and has the ability to rotate. Not too worried about the, you know, the showy bits of the shell, the outside bits. I can paint that later. But I wanted to get the subframe in as it was upside down. But again, sequence of events, what I'm talking about is before you can get the subframe in, you've got to get some of the pipe work in. So I've routed the brake line along the car, turning down the heel board and then flicking itself back round onto the brake compensator valve there at the back. And also, because this will be an injection Mini, I've managed to get hold of some fuel rails, and they go underneath the subframe in the same way and then pop through the hole in the boot floor There's some pipe work there for the fuel filter which mounts on the subframe, but I'll try and show you that if I can remember. So yeah, sequence of events. And the other thing I want to do is get some support rails across the shell as well for lifting on this ramp I've got. So I'll get out the rails in a sec. I want to show you and talk to you about how I'm going to try and take off the shell from the rotisserie but still leave it accessible for doing stuff underneath, but obviously working upwards instead of the rotating of the shell. But let's have a look. So hang on a sec. Here we go, these are these rails. They're just made out of a bit of thin aluminium box section, and I've welded on some other bits of aluminium section. Actually, these bits of aluminium, would you believe, I stole the handle off the factory door. It was a bit of a pull handle, and it was just the right shape and angle, so I took it off, cut it into slithers and welded it onto the end. And then the idea with these is, with these holes drilled in, is they'll go across the underside of the car like that and bolt onto these slinger bolt positions, which are in the sills here. One front, one back, but I'll get them on and then you can have a look. Let me just clears those pipes. Or maybe it doesn't, maybe it's crushing them. But it's on. Well, they're on. There we go. So when I flip the shell over, they'll rest on the arms of the hydraulic table. They're putting any real load on the shell. And hopefully I'll have enough space up front to get a trolley in with the engine and the subframe together, so the shell can be lowered down onto that assembly subframe and engine coming up from the bottom. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Flip the shell over and crack on. But before I take it off the rotisserie, I've got to roll the whole thing out because my other car is behind that screen, and once this is off its wheels on the rotisserie, my other car ain't coming out, so I need to get that out first. needed was 5 minutes of decent British weather to get the shell out, vulnerable, get the blue one out, get the shell back in.
It's absolutely fucking hammering it down. So I'm in the process now of drying it off.
Well, like I say, you don't get it, do you, in this country?
Dry it off, should be alright. But I'm going to a bit of water do on primer.